snow and ice. Polar bears live in the Arctic. Many other animals live here too. We've got the polar bears right here. Owls live in the Arctic. These birds have white feathers. Puffins live in the Arctic. These birds have big beaks and webbed feet. See the owl right here? And then these are the puffins.
That's like penguins.
Lynx live in the Arctic. These large cats hunt at night.
So, if I was a bunny, I'd put, I want to run, right? What was that? I go to the garden. Yeah, I'll go.
I run away.
I run away. Good job, Cameron. So yours. You want a carrot? Lucas, do you have one? No, I want to feed him. So you want to feed the human?
No, he's going to feed me.
Okay. Alright, so is everyone done writing their seconds?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you need more time.
So the objectives for this lesson are that students will interpret products of a whole number.
Students will summarize how they determined how many objects there are in a picture.
Students will practice finding the product of a multiplication problem using addition.
Students will analyze tables and determine the total number of objects in them.
And students will create multiplication problems and solve them using a hands-on game.
And students will review the lesson by showing their understanding of multiplication in graphs. Okay, so can anybody tell me how many apples there are in the picture?
Anybody?
6. Okay, so how did you get it?
I counted.
So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that how y'all did it?
Okay, did anybody else use a different way to get how many apples are on the picture? So you kind of like columns, so like 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Okay, so there are 6. Are there any other ways you can think of?
Good. A lot of the time when you see this sign, they will have the big arms that close, remember? And the big flashing lights and some sound, right? So that's why this one's different and a lot of times safer, right? So y'all, that's the railroad crossing sign. All right, the next sign that you need to put a marker
Well, as I
on.
am, because and it goes all around. Like down here is OCD, and it has different severities. Like anxiety is still on here, so is ADHD, which is what I have. Yeah.
Do the colors mean something? Like
It just shows the severity of it and how differences is. Like here's Tourette's. With Tourette's, you can have like it just be like a little tick here and there, but sometimes.
Although they might just want the candy.
See you another day.
Let's talk about the truck first. So this part right here, this is where the driver would sit, and then back here, that's where all the food and all the things that they're transporting goes. And this up here, or like over here, that's the cooler. That's the air conditioning system that keeps it nice and cold in the truck. So do you guys want to find Frederick McKinley Jones on your paper?
All right. See, he's down there in the middle.
And what did he invent?
Invented the refrigerator.
Yeah, the
Good,
refrigerator truck.
Ethan. So draw a line from his name to the refrigerator truck. All right, does everybody have that? I'll take that as a yes.
This is Katherine Johnson. She was born August 28th, 1918. She died February 24th, 2020, so that was just 2 years ago. She helped write and calculate space technology with NASA. So that means that she helped do all the math. She's a mathematician. Like, do you guys remember that we talked about earlier? So she helped do all the math that helped send rockets to space.
Do you guys remember
I don't know.
Focusing on the treble clef. So y'all talk with me and we're gonna label it as we go. So we're just gonna start with spaces. So we have F, A, C, E. And then for our lines we have E, G, B, D, F. Do we have any questions? No questions? Okay. Okay, what is a treble clef?
A treble clef is placing G above middle C on the second lowest line of the staff, a part notated in either the treble clef or the soprano clef.
And then we have our G, a big red, and then we have our C. This is adding a legend line, which is what I was telling you about. We should only have 5 lines unless we add the legend line, which is, this is it right here. So this would be C, D, E, F, G, but well, that's just to give y'all an example. These are some instruments that are technically in the soprano clef. We have the flute, we have the trumpet, and then we have the violin. Do y'all know any other instruments that are identified in the soprano clef?
A xylophone.
Xylophone. Why is it a xylophone?
Because it's high pitched.
Yeah, very good. Right here.
Piccolo.
Piccolo. That's a good one. You got one? No?
And think about it this way, the treble clef is something that's higher up, and so is the soprano clef. In the bass clef, the word bass should make you think of like low with the bigger bottom, which is a really low note.
Low, 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 low. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. Go back. Yeah, okay. So, y'all should have these handy dandy personal whiteboards. So we're gonna do a little quick formative assessment, and y'all basically just write your acronyms. So y'all should have your line acronyms, and then y'all should have your space acronyms. And then when you're done, just hold it up so I can see that you have it complete. And if anybody needs anything to write with, then I have markers and pencils and such. Yeah, your marker's over there, huh? Right there.
It's on the floor by your backpack?
Yeah.
Do we have any questions so far?
I'm gonna let everybody. Oh, some of them were upside down.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's good.
Okay, we're gonna give y'all about 15 more seconds.
That's good.
Okay, hold it up high. Be proud of your staff and your notes. Be proud of it. Okay, kid, let me see it because you're flipping it their way.
It looks good, everybody.
Yeah, everybody looks really good. Daniel, you're done? You need a couple more minutes? A couple more seconds? Let me see it. Yeah,
Good.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to musictheory.net.
Music theory is something that we are all going to do together. You'll see the note on the screen, and if you know it, just shout it out, and if you don't know it, that's okay. We're here to learn, and we're here to just, put it all together in one piece. So does anybody have any idea what this note is? And you can use your paper as a reference.
Zay.
C.
Why is it C?
The space is the third space.
Very good. So, C.
Good.
Is that loud enough?
All right. What about this one?
Jamina.
E.
E. And why is it E?
Because it's every good boy does fine.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect. Okay, Kennedy, what's this one?
D.
And why is it D?
Because it's on the line.
Yeah, which line is it? Is it on the third line?
The second.
The second line. Very good. Okay. Akasha. What's this one right here?
G.
Which one is it?
No. D.
Let's see. Good. And what about this one?
Lily?
C.
C. And why is it C?
Because it's in the space, and the third letter from the space acronym is C.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect. Okay, so now all of y'all should have whiteboard.
Hold up on your laptops.
Put up on your laptops. And I'm going to give y'all an example as to what we're doing. We're basically going to be drawing our own staff. So I'm no art teacher, so don't judge me. we're working together. This is all a learning experience for us all. But okay, so I'm gonna draw the staff. You should have.
How many lines does staff have? Good.
And how many spaces should we have? 4. Pretty good. Okay, so now I'm gonna draw my treble clef. So I just like to think of it as a little hook. And go up, make a little loop, and then whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, now y'all draw y'all. Y'all laughing at my whoops. Okay, I like to think of myself as very entertaining, okay? Ellie, don't you think I'm entertaining?
Yeah. Whatever you need to like help you remember, go for it.
Yeah. I like to think of as whoops. My piano teacher was not happy when I was calling the treble clef loops, but that's okay. So just for an example, I'm gonna draw a B. That's a B. Don't judge my lopsided circle, okay? Please. But I want y'all to draw. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds, about 15 more seconds. And then after that, I want y'all to draw an A on the staff. Please.
And we'll go look at them all at the end, and we'll look at them together. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just to help you learn and help you practice.
And y'all, for our treble clefs, make sure that they land on our lines and not beside it or above it or below it. Make sure it's smack dab on there. Okay. So, do we have it on there?
This looks good, guys.
Katie. Oh, there you go.
There it is. This looks really good. I like your treble clefs.
Yeah. That's actually very snazzy. Kennedy,